Welcome in, everybody. It is Thursday, August 12th, another day for Daily Bread with Sosa, powered by Pick City. Make sure to be checking them out. But we're coming back from a nice little day yesterday. You saw those green check marks out there on the Twitter sphere, but can't really complain on a Thursday closer to Friday, and Premier League season kicks off tomorrow. If you missed it last night, we had a Premier League Spaces where we talked about futures and other things like that. So maybe we'll touch on that a little bit tomorrow. We'll also definitely be hitting on Brentford versus Arsenal tomorrow. But today, we got the full MLB slate. We got a game kicking off in 4 minutes, and then we got two soccer matches we'll be touching on. But Sosa, how we doing?
Oh man, you already know. Another day, another dollar. Good day for the show. Just I can't complain at all. I got a nice week planned, nice weekend planned starting tomorrow. So I need to make some extra bread for it. So we're going to do that today. You know.
Are you rocking to the Dodgers game tonight, or are you taking it off?
Nah, the game's it's an early game. It's at 1:00.
Oh, roll right down after the stream.
Yeah, I'm not heading there. I'm not gonna make it, man. It's not gonna happen for me. Not gonna happen for me. But I do have some plays in that game for sure. I like us again today, of course. I mean,
So do you don't have anything in the early game for the doubleheader, correct?
Fuck no. Nah, doubleheaders have done me dirty this year. Nope. I want and look who's playing. Fucking Nationals and Mets. I'll pass.
I agree. I just know our viewers and listeners tuning in on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube might be itching to get some action on that one, but we'll be taking that one off. Let's just get into today's slate where you do have action on both of the 1:00 games. So let's start with Oakland at Cleveland.
With the Cleveland game. Hold on. Do I have that on my book? Yeah, in the Cleveland game, we're going back to my prop that I've been hitting on crazy. We're going to go Starling Marte to get a stolen base. That's at plus 240. And I like the Athletics on the run line with Bassett on the mound facing Eli Morgan. Minus 1.5 is at minus 115. So it's a bit pricey, but give me the Oakland A's tonight and this afternoon, and Starling Marte to get a stolen base plus 240. We're running it back. He's got one in 4 straight games. He's been on base more than any player since he's been on the Oakland A's on all of Major League Baseball. So it's a good bet, good value bet that I'm definitely rocking with again today.
Yeah, I love those plus money plays right there and grabbing the bag. I mean, I'm pretty sure you tweeted this one out as well this morning, so make sure to check it out on his timeline where he gave you out even more information for that one. One thing I was seeing in this match or in this game, Keith Betts is talking about the Nerfy he's liking here. Both of these pitchers have faced the other side 4 starts ago, each of them for them, where Eli Morgan did get shelled a little bit, gave up 7 hits. So that plays right into your angle right there, which is what I like. Both of the games when each of the pitchers started separate ones, one went over, one went under, and they split them as well. So we like the A's here on the road.
Absolutely. And, it's that time of the year for the A's to start winning games. This is what they do.
So we got a predicament here real quick. We'll go off the cusp from the Princess Evan. What's up, Ev? He's on the beach, so he's in a state where he can't bet. You got to get that VPN. You got to get a bookie. You got to get something because I know you're taking the week off, but always got to find your way to get your –
We appreciate you.
Ooh, you want to go to the Field of Dreams game?
I'm not touching the Yankee game. Unfortunately, I got nothing for you in that one at all. It's pretty much a one-off game at a random stadium. Like I'm gonna sit that out. Just enjoy the spectacle it's like the what is that? What is the hockey game where they play outside?
The Winter Classic.
It's like the same sort of concept. It's just a one-off game. I have no feel on that. Well, yeah, I'm cool, bro. I'm good off that.
The one thing I look over each one. So you got a 9.5 total here. The dimensions of the park, they match with what a smaller park would be, but it's not like outrageously small. So that's like the one thing I saw there. So people were running towards the over. I could see it possibly going out there, but when you have Lynn on the mound, that's where it gets pretty tough. Um, hit That's where I don't like the over there. But in Heaney, I know he's in the new team, but in his starts, just overall 14-5 to the over. So if that means anything to you, maybe back the Yankees team total. But personally, I do like the Sox to pull this one out here. Just when you have to lay like a minus 163, that's exactly what I don't like. So just like you, Sosa, I'll be sending this one out. But let's see.
Facts. Girl next door bets. Follow her on Twitter. She's awesome as well. She's good. She's great with the picks. Heaney sucked all season. I mean, he hasn't been good all year. It doesn't matter what uniform he really has on. What's crazy is he gave up some runs early the last game against Seattle and settled in and pitched great. He was straight across the board. He played great right after the second inning. After the second inning, he gave up nothing, and they figured out a way to win the game. So it's first five might not be the greatest look. I appreciate that. She knows where I went to high school. That's funny.
Louisiana. I know that as well.
Don't be hating.
All right, let's get to the Dodgers Phillies game. Two of my college roommates actually went to Sally's. That's pretty funny. But let's get into Dodgers Phillies. We already know where you're going, but just give it to me here.
Obviously, I'm betting the Dodgers on the run line. I think we got a little bit excited when the Phillies started winning some games against bad teams. Against the division, which is they're slipping. You see what's going on. Once you get to the bullpen, it's a wrap. It's really over. It's really nothing that can be done. Once you get to the Phillies bullpen, you can exploit them. They're not good. 2 rainouts are about the perfect scenario for
that's the only way I give the Phillies any props. Is just that it kind of just throws off everything once you get that rain early in the game.
Absolutely. And then obviously Mitch White hasn't really started a bunch of games. He pitched well though. And then the Dodgers bullpen is better than the Phillies.
It's a bullpen day for the Phillies with Suarez pitching. He'll go 3 max. They'll probably bring in Hammer next. And so this is a day where if you want to stay off back in the red hot Phils until they face probably the best team in baseball, today's to do it and jump on to the other side. But I won't be doing it with you, unfortunately, on this one, Sosa.
That's quite all right, my boy.
The over? I mean, it's a bullpen day. That's why
the over's a possibility. I could see that probably happening as well. At over 10, it's at that number for a reason. Like you said, both teams are in the bullpen today.
And that's why you see the 11 total. The books adjust for it. I think it's down to 10.5 now. But yeah, if you want to play the over, it's just pretty high. Maybe you hope that there's a nerfy that happens and you play it live. Rory likes the Dodgers team total. Wouldn't argue against that.
Yeah, I like that play as well. It's probably
we got a question pretty far back high up. Let me just do it because this game starts in 20 minutes. LeBlanc versus Brubaker.
Sorry, my bad.
You're all good. Cardinals, Pirates. We don't worry, clothing. If you guys put a game in the chat, we'll always get to it at some point. This one starts in 20 minutes. This is your fade Brubaker spot, though. I know we don't like betting on the Cards bats to show up, but J. Happ isn't on the mound. I mean, LeBlanc's not instilling much confidence either, so maybe not betting them to win, but the St. Louis team total after,
they didn't hit it last night. They had their team total was 4. I had them over 4. They didn't hit.
Yeah, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4.
The Dodgers,
4, 4. I mean, they're just consistently getting right at 4, so it's kind of just.
And they're taking those at what's called with the Dodgers game though, the over 5.5 at plus 110. I'll take that as well. That's a play for sure. I love that. But in regards to the Cardinals Pirates, it's like betting on 2 bad teams. Obviously, they've both been, pretty horrible. The Pirates are a fucking disaster.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to be on the Cardinals team total over 4.5 here. I mean, you were the one who was the first to point out. I mean, just go against Brubaker. He kind of just gives up the hits. I mean, he had some good starts that kind of faded out his numbers, but with the 6.60 ERA and he's just with a terrible whip, it just seems like a nice spot to.
And
Let's see if they get through.
I'm looking at the comments. I'm not going to touch the first 5. I'm going to touch the full game because again, once it gets to the bullpen, it's a wrap. Give me 2 seconds. I just got my food's here. Give me 2 seconds.
Man, yeah, the delivery on the show. Hopefully, Sosa doesn't go banging out that hoagie midstream. All right, so what else do we got in here? Ooh, super run line, sports guy. We'll get to that when he gets back into here. We'll go into the Brewers versus the Cubs while we're waiting. I know Sosa has a play in that one, but I'll just give you my thoughts with Woodruff versus Hendricks on the mound. I mean, you kind of got. Yeah, that's why it's perfect for the East Coast. If you're an East Coast guy, just throw in the headphones during your lunch break. You can have lunch. That's perfect on you. If you're on the West Coast, just wait till that time, maybe. Just messing, but.
My bad.
You're all good. I was just doing it. Simba was giving you shit for going to grab lunch. I was just stalling getting to the Brewers Cubs because we got a question, and I know you got a play in this one.
Which game is this now?
Brewers Cubs. Woodruff, Hendricks, probably the 2 aces for each.
Nah, Burns is the ace for the.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, like 15 Ks last night. Burns. We're not doing that at all. I like in this game. I like the Cubs first 5 with the plus half a run. It's a plus 110. It's to play in a game for me. I'm gonna roll with Hendricks to perform well. He knows the team stinks. He knows they need him to show something. So
that works just as well. Really works just as well. Lunch format for the East Coast guys today. Once you show up to work, put it in, lock in the bets. But yeah, that's where I think girl next door was just saying that the Phillies team total she wants to rock with today because the Dodgers seem too obvious. It kind of seems like the same aspect here where the Brewers seem too obvious. I like how you're going to the Cubbies, backing them only in the first 5 when you know Hendricks is going to be on the mound.
Yeah, that's the thing. Hendricks that's the guy. It's like he's been their best pitcher. So it's the team's looking for him to perform well. I think he gives them, a decent first 5. So I like them on the plus half a run. Weather dependent. Weather might be an issue too. It's been an issue in this series. But yeah, that's the play for that. We did the Oakland A's game. We did I'm trying to think. What's next? The Detroit Tigers game. Tigers versus Orioles.
Oh, our favorite. The Tigers came through big for us last night, man. When they had the bases loaded in the first and the third and they didn't get anyone through, I was just like, man, are they really going to let Harvey wiggle his way out of this one? But the bats ended up waking up. We were happy. We got Manning versus Means. Manning, I mean, he's a nice little young guy. He got shelled his last 2 outings. So that nice kind of start he was putting up there kind of went away. And now, Means, he's back. 2 great starts back-to-back where he's only given up 1 runs. But if you're backing the O's in this type of game, you can only be backing them first 5. But that's adjusted into the line. Sosa, what do you like here?
I'm going to put some money on Cedric Mullins to get a stolen base. He hasn't gotten 1 in 3 games. Plus 425. Nice ticket. He's going to get 1 tonight. So that's 2 stolen base props I gave out. That's Starling Marte at plus 240. Cedric Mullins at plus 425. I like him to get me a stolen base tonight. Manning gives up hits. He's a leadoff hitter. He's going to get at least 5 to 6 at bats. Cedric Mullins to get a stolen base tonight. Plus 425.
I mean, how can we not be just backing the Tigers here, though? I know you can maybe get better value live in this one, but with the O's dropping 7 straight and they're really at a minus 140, bro, that's where I'm just thinking like.
I'll take the Tigers on the run line for a parlay piece.
That's where I think you just bet it live.
But I'm
Wait till
still
Means gets out, and then just hammer it once Means is out.
Manning starts have been a roller coaster ride. So it's too difficult for me to bet on them. I mean, even though we like everything you just stated, like Baltimore's in a they're in a bit of a rut. They got their best pitcher going out there. It's kind of the same situation that with the Cubs, right?
Yep.
So it's like your best pitcher's going out there, and it's tough for me to bet on the Tigers today personally.
There's been 3 times Girls Next Door that the O's have been at a minus 140 price this season. They're 1-2 in those games at home. So just always seems like a nice spot to go against it, but I think betting live is the better angle. Simba coming in with the Rangers game. That's a nice little dog there. So if you're going to be saying you're backing a dog, definitely like that there. Let's talk about this one real quick with Texas at the Mariners. You got Gonzalez on the mound versus Fullest Winnets, or I always butcher that, but we'll get there one day.
Foltynewicz. I'm off that game, man. The Seattle's let me down 2 nights in a row. I just can't. I can't trust either of these teams. I'm not touching it. It's a no. It's a stay away. It's a stay the fuck away for me. That's all I have for that. I got nothing on it. I don't even want to speak on it. I want to bet on Fulte. You got that. Go ahead. I got nothing. You're not getting one out of me with this one. No, sir. I'm not touching this game. Nope. Not today.
Man, Eddie, you're twisting my arm. When you tweet out your tweet today, I might be quote retweeting it and say, let's ride and put the hungry dog gif in there for us.
I can't do it, man.
So one play I'm liking tonight. We haven't touched on this game yet. Real late one. Are we backing Shohei as a home dog?
Oh, Lord. Did I have this on the list today? Let me look at it. Let's take a look together.
I'm liking Shohei as a home dog, even though
Shohei against Barrios. You could take the Angels on the run line, but Jesus, man. I would take him.
Only at plus 120, so you'd have to use that as a parlay piece if you're getting the plus 1.5. But
plus 1.5 is at minus 135.
Barrios is cooking, though. And Barrios might be, other than guys on the Phillies, might be like my favorite pitcher in the league. He's only given up 1 run in his last 3 starts. That's where it's just concerning for me. Shohei, he's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. So let's roll. Let's just rock with it. Shohei plus 120, short little money dog, late night for us.
And I got a prop. I definitely have a couple of props in this game. George Springer's total bases. It's been on a tear as of recently. That's a prop that I have. Hold on, let me get the game up on my computer.
Yep, and we'll get into Braves, Reds, Sox, Rays next.
Braves, Reds, Sox, Rays. I'm not seeing this. This is not on. All right. Total bases for George Springer over 1.5 total bases is at plus 130. I'm taking it. He's hot right now. George Springer over.
I like it.
At plus 130. Trust it. Don't worry. Nothing to worry about. One plus 130, easy money.
All right, let's hit up Braves, Reds real quick for the fans.
Braves, Reds.
Gutierrez versus Mueller. Seems like a nice little nerfy spot for you here, but
I'm sure it's plus money. It's got to be plus money. Yep, I have that. Yep, no runs first inning in that game. I have 2 nerfies. I have a nerfie in that. That's at plus 110. No runs first inning. Cincinnati versus Atlanta. Gutierrez.
Braves are hot. Hard to argue against them from Foam's 4Q.
Yeah, they have been hot. So if you are going to take them though, I would steer towards possibly this game being an over game. Muller's been middle of the pack. Gutierrez, same story. Wildly inconsistent.
Both teams are averaging 6 runs over their past 7 games.
Yeah, so the over is a solid play, and I'd put a couple dollars on Eugenio Suarez to hit a dinger.
That's a nice one right there.
Plus
Not many people will be giving that out today.
Plus 390, Eugenio Suarez to hit a dinger.
Yeah, I mean, Sosa's done this before where he's hit the nerfy and hit the over. The pitchers come out a little bit hot, they get the guys out, and then you just get. I mean, you could technically bet the over live if you really want to do that angle, but he's proven that it works time.
It happens all the time. You get the nerfy all the time, and then in the second inning, a perfect example last week: Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. Crow came out first inning. First inning, they got 3 outs, no problem. Second inning, gave up 7 runs. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. All the time.
I remember that game.
Yeah, just 3. All you got to do is get 3 outs. And then as soon as you get the 3 outs, you start getting shelled. It happens all the time. So, yeah, I like the over and the nerfy.
All right, got a question from Jacob Polanco. Sox, Rays. Both. This is your, like, even money game.
Yeah. They 28 runs scored last night. That's insane. 20-8. That's crazy.
Football score, getting us ready for the season.
I don't have an official play in this at all, but if I were to go one way or the other, it would probably be to stick with the Red Sox bat staying hot at home. Not a bunch of data on either of the starting pitchers. Not enough for me to really want to pick a winner. That's why the money lines are even. The over is probably the play in this game. I think that continues. I mean, both teams used a bunch of relievers yesterday. I could see it being one of those games where it's just 11-7, something like that. I can see that. I can see both team totals possibly going over in this game as well. Like I said, not enough data on either of the pitchers, but it's just we just saw what they did to each other's bullpens last night. So
yep.
That's an expectation that you're probably going to get a lot of runs again.
Yeah, just my only concern with I see people backing the Red Sox, but I haven't seen a Red Sox money line. I like that aspect just because they're 3-10 in their last 13 games, and that's as far back as the little preloaded schedule I have goes up to. So, I mean, they are getting runs in it. I'm not going to read out the averages because putting up 20 skews a 7-game average. But
it does change that.
This is one where I think some people are saying stay away. Yes, that's where girls, yeah, exactly what I'm doing as well in this one. Stay away. If I had to pick a side, back the Rays here, but I'm not rushing to the book to get this one.
Yeah. Cabrera to homer against the O's. Man, he hit 499 last night. He's 1 away from the 500 club. I love Miguel Cabrera, man. If you don't like Miguel, then fuck you. That goes for anybody that doesn't like Miguel Cabrera. He's the man. Like he's the one. He's like one of the few. He was one of the few reasons to show up to games this year. They've actually been pretty decent. You know what I mean? They've been much better than you would that any expectation of them that you would possibly have. So, shout out to the Detroit Tigers. They've been solid all season. Like I said the nerfy already in the Diamondbacks Padres game. That's at -110.
Yeah, I gave out my 2 plays. I like the Cardinals team total over. Then I like the Angels money line.
And you know what? I actually have one parlay that I'm gonna do for the people. I'm gonna go San Francisco Giants money line at -198, and I'm gonna go White Sox money line. Yes,
I'm not gonna touch it.
I wasn't gonna touch it. I wasn't gonna touch it, but. Lance, like I got like while we were on here, I'm literally been like looking at the computer the whole time, like just at that one particular game. So I don't need to go with it. I like the Rays. I don't need to go first.
Oh no!
Shit! Never mind. Cancel. I take that back. What is that? And if y'all are familiar, that's with. Yeah, we're not even gonna get into that.
If you gotta know when you know, you know.
We're not. Yeah, if you know, you know. I'm not even bringing that information on here. If you know, you know.
No, we don't talk bad words. Just when you know, you know.
Well, you know,
We
you know.
respect all the cappers.
You
We
all
respect
are.
all you guys in the
We,
comments. We
we
love
love,
all of
we
you.
love everyone.
Let's get to some footy.
Let's go.
So Sosa, I'm
Thursday
kicking the
soccer.
shit out of myself for not backing Pumas last night over NYCFC, but the game was delayed for 3 hours, and then NYCFC also had 2 goals called back by VAR. So that's kind of just where Pumas ended up going through. I said most of the Liga MX teams were going to go through. I was expecting 3 of the 4. So since the MLS got their one squad through, we like Santos Laguna on the pick at minus 125 against Orlando City with no Gillespie in net. I really like this play because Gillespie is the one thing that holds City through. If especially if Nani's not in the lineup, I'm assuming Nani is, but if he's proven not to be in the lineup, I like this play that much more. So Santos Laguna pick minus 125. That's the same thing as the draw no bet if that's how it's listed on your book. Now I got to talk about you know why I'm wearing this jersey.
Here we go. Let's
10 o'clock tonight.
Let's go.
I'm going to be a mess. It's going to be real bad because the Union are going to Azteca. We got to go to the FIFA World Cup finals because Chelsea got their way through. So as long as the Union get past Club America, they got Monterrey or Cruz Azul. Monterrey took a lead in that last night. So as long as we get there, they get to play Chelsea, probably in Qatar or somewhere wild like that. But we're just going to solely take the over 2.5. I got that at minus 123 in the Club America versus Union game here. The sole reason why we're going with the over 2.5 here is you could target the Club America team total over. I'm going to the home leg next month, so my biggest goal is to keep it within a 1-goal deficit. Club America is listed at minus 227 or 250 on the money line, depending on your book. They do have the altitude and all of that advantage. You saw what happened there with the football game where they canceled it last season as well. So that's just kind of where with the altitude here, the Union could potentially get one past the board past Ochoa. Casper's been showing up in the Champions League, so that's our only hope for that. But I do think Club America definitely put 2 on the board past Andre Blake, unfortunately. I mean, when one team has a salary cap and the other team and the other league does not, there's a clear advantage to these Mexican teams. So that's why I've been favoring them in the Leagues Cup, favored them in the CONCACAF Champions League. But the Union will go wild at home, and I'll probably storm the field when we advance past them next month. You'll see that later. But tonight we'll just take the over 2.5.
That's a bet. As you know, any bet that Rex gives out on soccer, I blindly bet them because this is why he makes the big bucks. He's the soccer.
Tomorrow's when all it's fun. We had the Euro, which is probably my most Santos Laguna on the pick. It's the Leagues Cup. Your book might not have it listed yet, but mine has it up. Those come up a little bit later in the day just because it's not a main slate game. But
also it's listed as draw no bet in some books.
Yep. But yeah, man, Euros was started off the stream hot. No, versus Orlando City. It's tonight. That's their the Liga MX game. But we started off Euros, so that was hot. And then we got to the lull of the soccer season. But the Premier League is back this weekend, along with Bundesliga. Liga 1 came back last week. Serie A and La Liga next week. Those are the leagues we'll be sticking with and capping. If you're looking for Eredivisie or other leagues like that, you won't be getting it here other than when Champions League and Europa League come around.
We don't do Dutch soccer. All right, we
respect Ajax. We just don't bet on it on the stream.
Yeah, I'm not betting no Dutch soccer. You got that one, bro. Yeah, the Latvian leagues and shit. Y'all got that.
Nope. That's where you stick to the Big Five. I get 30 in the championship in the MLS, which is the second division in England, and the MLS because we watch it. That's as down and dirty as I get. Nah, we don't do Summer League here either, man.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Fuck up your bankrolls. Listen, I have no idea how to even think to cap. It's all feel. We were on with Jay Money yesterday. Like, it's mostly feel at this point with the Summer League, man. You just got to know these kids because it's, like I said yesterday, it's like juggling grenades. It's so tough. It's really tough.
all I do is love watching Jalen Suggs. So he is, bro. What he's putting up in the summer league, take it with a grain of salt. We know that part, but he's NBA ready caliber, unreal right now.
Pull up tray ball in transition.
Who did he ham on yesterday too? Because he got in someone's grill as well, which is
he's tough.
Yeah,
they finally got their guy. I mean, what are they going to do with Markelle? Is Cole Anthony and him the backcourt? Like that's.
Bro, if they
I just love that
think about putting Fultz and MCW on the court at any reason, that coach should just be shot into the sun when you have Cole and Suggs there. Just fire the magicians into the sun.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking dumb. Yeah, the Gary Payton Jr. dunk with the left. Ooh, that was messy. That was messy. See, that's what I'm looking for. But I'm
watching basketball. It's awesome. I don't hate on that. It's just that I'm not putting a unit, which is way too much money to be putting on summer league.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. Can't do it.
All right. Till tomorrow, fellas.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's get some money together. Let's get paid today. We're trying to go on live tonight for Sunday morning quarterbacks, but we got football on tonight to go with some MLB, so we might not do that, but we may. It's still, but we'll tweet it out, let you guys know. But oh man, Rex, I'm about to almost called you Russ. Rex, do you have the picks, the list?
Yeah, I don't have all of the odds available, but I can at least give you the plays. So it's the Santos Laguna pick. We got the Club America Union over. We have the Cardinals team total over. We have the Cubs first half run line. We have the Dodgers full game run line. We have the Nerfy and the Reds versus the Braves. You have the A's on the run line.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Angels on the money line. And then I believe that's all of them other than your parlay. Then you have your stolen bases props with
Mullins and Marte. We gave out a lot of heat today. We gotta bring it back. We gotta bring it back to the pay window. Mullins, if Mullins and Marte both hit, we're good for the day. Right? So that's
yes, sir. I don't think we forgot any there. But until tomorrow, fellas and ladies, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Give us that like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. We're also live on Twitch, but we just do that because it's an option. Until tomorrow, Daily Bread out.
Appreciate y'all.